Yesterday in the wee hours of the morning, hashtag GTA 6 and hashtag GTA 6 leaked started trending on Twitter, and my dumbass was like, well, it's probably not real, but I'm going to click it anyways, just like I always have. And it turns out GTA 6 actually got leaked. 90 minutes of gameplay footage started exploding all over the internet. Tons of people have seen it, but I can't show any of that because it is like super important for Take-Two to DMCA everything anybody's like showing of these things. Photos, videos, doesn't matter. On top of 90 minutes of footage, the source code for GTA 5 and GTA 6 were also hacked, which is a pretty big deal because this is the type of code that hackers can look at and just make things that really screw up the game and steal people's data and all that kind of stuff. So we kind of have to wait and see what happens with that, and I can imagine Take-Two and the devs at GTA 6 are pretty worried about that, but they did issue a statement, a message from Rockstar Games. We recently suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you all in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned as we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceed your expectations. Hey, we'll see if they could do that. I think they can. We will update everyone again soon, and of course, we'll properly introduce you to this next game when it is ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. The Rockstar Games team. So for anybody that had any doubt that these were fake, somebody went in like Blender and made this footage look like Grand Theft Auto 6. Here is Rockstar Games like saying, yes, that is the footage of the game. We don't like that you're seeing it in this way because we wanted to work on it more, and it sucks that somebody totally stole our stuff. It is confirmed. It's straight up confirmed. This was actual GTA 6 leak. So, I mean, I look at this in two different ways. From a business perspective, I could see how this totally sucks for the suits at Take-Two and Rockstar and the developers even, because like you don't want to show your art before it's ready unless you're showing it to like a friend, to give them like a little thing, but you don't want to open it up to the world until you're ready for them to see it. And they weren't ready. They didn't want everyone to see it. And I'll tell you, in the footage, it looks like it's kind of like not a very good game. But that's because when you're developing these games, you don't worry about the graphics and all the things that matter most to gamers until the very end, because gamers don't realize how much work it takes to make everything actually work the way it does. You have to build a working world, there's all these different possibilities, especially in a game like Grand Theft Auto. Just imagine the amount of work that has to go into making that whole world come to life. And if they're going to exceed the expectations of GTA 5, they're going to make a better game. It took them forever to make that game. I cannot imagine how much more they're going to be pushing the bar. So the footage is not so great visually, and the animations are kind of janky and stuff, but that stuff's actually really cheap and quick to fix and polish, so you do that at the end. Once you get all the nooks and crannies, all the little details of like how everything's being calculated, right? It's a lot of math and a lot of just debugging and all figuring out how to make things happen and work with all the other systems, all in harmony. That takes so much more time than graphics and animations. So when everyone's saying, oh man, the GTA 6, it looks like garbage, they just don't understand development. And I wish that more people could see that, this is an alpha stage thing. And when we see the final product, like once they've actually said, okay, we're focusing on everything works. Now we're going to focus on making it look good. It's going to be on another level than what we've seen. And I will say that what we saw was pretty good. I can tell what they're using is a lot of like animations and graphics from Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, because this is definitely going to be an expansion of that existing engine. A lot of people have been showing the videos and the pictures of the leaks and stuff all over, and Take-Two has like a strike force of legal people going around and taking down everything. I remember when this first broke and I was in TeamSpeak. I wasn't in TeamSpeak. Why did I see? I was in Discord. TeamSpeak? Dude, I'm old as fuck. I was telling my friends, oh my God, GTA 6 just leaked. I need to make a video about this. And I was like, wait a minute. I probably shouldn't show the footage because this is like a big deal. So I waited. This is why this video is coming out a little bit later. I waited because I wanted to see how the company was going to react to all this leak stuff. And yeah, sure enough, they are like more intense taking down all this stuff than any game company I've ever seen before ever. They are on another level of hunting people down and making sure that they end them if they share any of the visuals of this stuff. So I can't show that today, but you can literally just Google it, GTA 6, stuff, and just go find it if you really want to see it. But I will tell you, keep in mind that these visuals and stuff, the game is not finished yet, and we have to be fair as the consumers to them, okay? Now, as a consumer, I said my business side of things, like how I see it. As a consumer, I find this really exciting, and I was really happy to see the footage. And I understand that it's early and stuff, but I like looking at the early process of making a game. I think that's really cool. Let's talk about how this hack happened. So this hack happened in a really interesting way. A lot of people think hackers that are just like on their computer and they're typing all this code and stuff, and that's how they're hacking. But most hacking is actually done in a different way than you would think. And once you hear it, it makes a lot more sense. But hacking is done through like social communication with people. Okay, that's how it is. It's like calling people on the phone, lying about who you are, and then convincing them to like give you access to stuff, and then you use that to gain more access to more things. And somehow this hacker got into a Slack chat room. Slack is much like Discord, except it's just for businesses. And in this Slack chat room, that's where he got all this data. So he social engineered his way into the Slack chat room, downloaded all the data, got the source code, all this stuff, and then he started holding it for ransom and is trying to get Take-Two to pay him money for him not to sell it to somebody. And he even showed like a fake Bitcoin transaction between him and somebody, but it turned out that it was fake and it wasn't real. And Take-Two is just like, we will not negotiate. We're not giving you a dime, because if you do, then they could just have a copy that they keep, because you're trusting them to, okay, thanks for the money, I'm deleting it. You can't trust that. They're just going to come back and ask for more money. They just keep asking for more. You don't give in to terrorists. Allegedly, the hacker got hacked. I don't know if it was by Take-Two. I mean, it could be, they're pretty ruthless. They could have had some like deep undercover internet agents to go, get this guy. But he allegedly got hacked and his information started being spread everywhere, so it totally backfired in his face. It looked like he had a gold mine, like he was going to get his payday, baby, because, it's worth a lot of money, all this information. Millions of dollars potential of damage to the company because, like, stuff is being seen early, So they're willing to pay good money to stop the damage, you would think, but nah, they're like, screw it, release it, bro. We'll fucking figure it out. Leaks like this are not good for anybody because it potentially slows down the release of the game. So yeah, we get to see some stuff early, but now we have to wait longer because they have to figure out more stuff. It's more work they have to do now to finish this game. Like if this game did not get leaked, they could be focusing all their energy on just continuing to make the game. But now they have some leaks to plug, and that's gonna take away, and it also demoralizes everybody. People are just like, man, as an artist, like I said, they don't want their art to be seen before it's ready, and these people are artists. Making game is art. And also there's all the gamers, they don't understand development, so they're thinking that the game is not going to be as good, and they're kind of losing their interest over it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that it's probably not going to be delayed too much just because it's not that big of a deal. And the moment they start releasing some really polished gameplay footage, when this game, did I say gameplay? What did I just say? Anyways, once people start seeing like the final version of this game and the marketing and the promotion start going out, and then everyone gets their hands on it and all the reviews are going to be like, psh. I mean, hopefully, we could have a Cyberpunk on our hands, but I seriously doubt it with how long they're taking to make this game. They're just like, we're not releasing this until it is done. They're not going to make that mistake because they're making it themselves. Unlike that remaster of the first 3 GTAs, right? Or not first 3, but GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, like those were kind of doo-doo looking. But a different studio made those. They're making this themselves, and they're taking as long as they need to because Grand Theft Auto 5 is the second best-selling game of all time right after Minecraft. So they made so much money from this game that they're just like, hey, as much time as we need to make GTA 6 be amazing because we plan on making even more money from that one. I think that's what their take is right here. So they're just like taking as much time as they need so we can have an amazing game. So all the people, they're like, wah, about the game, they'll change their minds once they see it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. I will make more gaming commentary videos like this. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with my main gaming channel here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.